buenas a todos, muchachada, estamos en una nueva guía de Gunner Games. Si pensabais que con Trauma Center Second Opinion se acababan las operaciones, estáis muy equivocados. Vamos a empezar el segundo juego de esta saga, que es Trauma Center New Blood. El anterior, aunque creo que salió después que este, es un remake del primero de Nintendo DS. Y este es la segunda parte, no sé ni cómo se llama el doctor principal. Así que vamos a empezar. Partida nueva. Vamos a jugar normal, aunque igual luego me arrepiento. Episodio 000. Ahora vamos a ponernos nombres. Voy a ser el doctor Arpiman. No sé si va a caber. Ahora Arpiman. Letra D, sí, Arpiman. Entonces soy yo, Arpiman. Estamos en Gunner Games. Sí. Los personajes y acontecimientos son ficticios. Tengo entendido que este juego es más fácil que el anterior, no lo sé.
Alaska,
Así que lo
the
veremos.
frigid northern
Alaska.
extremity of America.
No me jodas que tienen voces ahora.
Come April, the harsh winter begins to loosen its grip on the
Ah,
land.
tiene voces esto.
The seemingly endless nights grow short, and the frozen wilderness starts to thaw. In the heart of this majestic setting lies a small town not far from whose weary inhabitants eagerly await the arrival of spring. Montgomery Memorial Hospital watches over the town like an old man. And in this remote hospital toil two doctors who are about to be swallowed
No jodas.
by the jaws of fate.
Voces del destino. Prólogo. Consejos para operar. No sé, los haremos, digo yo. Ah, se puede operar con dos personas. No me jodas. Hola. Y tanto, consejos para operar. O sea, ahora hay tutoriales, por fin. Por fin. Bueno, entonces este va a ser un vídeo largo porque vamos a hacer los dos tutoriales y el primer
I
capítulo.
will explain the basic treatment. There are 3 topics. This patient is a mannequin. Now, let's begin the first. We will use the antibiotic. This gel is a multi-purpose salve. Please select the... Do you see the yellow guideline where the section's disinfected by the Try and disinfect the guideline until it... Hold the A button and move the pointer. We are now done disinfecting it. Next, please select... Move the pointer to the end of the guide. Hold the A button and move the pointer along the... That is how to make an incision. Now, let's try it again. First, you must disinfect the area. Now, let's make the incision. The incision has been... Before we move to suturing, let's try making another incision. Keep holding the A button and move the point. This brings the incision tutorial to an end. Next is the suturing tutorial. Now, let's begin. The tools used to suture a wound are in... Please select the suture. Large incisions are closed, but hold the A. Suture the incision as if you're trying... This is the procedure to follow, as you just saw. Now, let's try it again. You've successfully... Hold the A button. The same procedure is used to close. Now, let's try it again one more time. That's the end of the suturing tutorial. Bandaging is next. This is the last. Bandaging is a treatment. First, let's disinfect the sutured area with the... Please select the... Apply the antibiotic gel to the sutured area to treat the hemorrhage. The sutured area has... The bandage is on the left side of the screen. Move the pointer to one end of the sutured. Then, move the point. Don't make the bandage too long or too short. Also, this is the step you will use now. Let's first treat the hemorrhaging along the sutured area. The sutured area. Now, pick up the bandage and bandage up the sutured area. This is the last time. Let's try it without any hints. Bandaging open. Perform the incision, suturing, and bandaging treatments that we practiced. You've made the incision. Now to suture it. Suturing complete. Finally, bandage the incision. basic act. Great work. That's the end of the tutorial.
Bien, tutorial terminado. Bien, que salva de la vida. Me había torturado haciendo cortes y demás. Pero bueno. Consejos para operar 2. What? Granitos, I guess.
Welcome to the tutorial. This time, I'll show you something similar. The tools that I will be explaining are: first, select the syringe. The syringe is a tool used right now. Let's try injecting these inflammation. The anti-inflammatory is move the pointer over to hold the A button to fill this. Now, move the pointer to the inflammation has. Please inject the anti-inflammatory. Make sure to inject the medicine directly in all the inflammations. That is how you lacerations have occurred to treat the lacerations. Now, hold down the A button. Once you've sutured from one end of the laceration has been sutured. All the lacerations have just like closing an incision. Let's continue and perform it to remove foreign object. Now move the pointer over the glass shard. Keep holding both buttons. And now carry it over the glass shard has been. Now remove all the other shards using the same method. All the glass shard, but now there are wounds left. Use the antibiotic gel to now treat one of the small wounds with the wounds have been treated. Let's practice what we've covered.
Hostia, toda la vez, venga. Mala leche.
The inflammations have been treated. Now, move on to the other areas. All the lacerations have been sutured. The glass shards and all the wounds have been treated. Great work. That brings this to...
Bien. O sea, los tutoriales estos, tutoriales de pura mierda, la verdad. Y vamos a empezar ya con la historia de verdad. Hospital Montgomery Memorial. Capítulo 1, auroras boreales.
They're here. Hurry, Val.
Hola.
The patient's a 40-year-old male. He has a gash on his chest. How was he injured? He ignored the tour guide's warning and picked a fight with a grid. His blood pressure is 70.
Hola.
His heart rate's 130.
Got it. Can you hear me? My name is Valerie Blaylock. Don't worry. You've been badly injured. In fact, you're quite lucky that there are 2 skills.
I've confirmed the patient's blood type and blood count, Dr. Vaughn.
Do we have enough blood on hand? If not, then make arrangements. Have Eric make a quick trip to the blood center. Now, what about the x-rays?
It looks like he has 2 broken bones. We'll have to rebuild. Nurse, have an ample supply of
It's hard to believe. But situations like this, and here I thought I was going to be able to kick back and enjoy the northern...
Oh, quit your whine.
Doctor, the patient's vitals are dropping.
All right, let's get down to business.
Let's begin the conference.
Esta operación ya la hicimos en el primer juego,
extending from his right shoulder to his
en
chest.
este con opinión. Sé que
He
no va a
also has a
ser...
compound fracture. The bone fragments seem to be aggravated. There are 2 objectives in this operation. The second is to retrieve the bone.
The blood won't be arriving for a while.
We don't have time to wait. We have to begin the...
I agree.
Pues vamos al lío. A ver, elige... ¿Y qué diferencia hay entre uno y otro? Me quedo con Marco. Sí.
Time is of the essence. Let's get started.
Que no sé qué diferencia habrá entre elegir uno u otro. Ni puta idea. ¡Ey! ¿Hay cosas desde fuera?
Okay.
La primera vez.
Let's begin. The patient's vitals are low. Please use the syringe to stabilize them. Please inject more. We need to get it. His vitals have been stabilized. First, you'll need to sew up the laceration with the sutures. Begin suturing the remaining laceration.
So far, so good.
The suturing is complete. Please treat them with antibiotic gel.
That takes care of the external wounds. Let's move on to treating his arm.
Vamos a ver.
Apply the antibiotic gel to the incision guideline to the area has been disinfected. Now, make an incision with the scalpel.
Vamos a ver.
Begin treating the fragment. Use the forceps to remove the fragments that are placed. The fragments. The first fragment has been removed. Don't forget to treat the pull the fragments out in the same direction they're facing. The third fragment has been removed. Please treat the wound as well.
Cago en la madre que lo parió. Dios, puto mando.
All of the bone fragments have been removed.
Joder.
Looks like this bone is warped.
Let's see if we can
Es
reshape it with the
exactamente la
forceps.
misma operación que en el Second Opinion.
Now we need to reconnect the bone.
Era
Twist your wrist
exactamente
to
la
maneuver the
misma.
fragment into the correct position.
A 75 es el tope.
That's not the correct location. Please look at the shape of the bone fragment more carefully. You've successfully placed the first bone fragment. Please continue.
No. Me estoy empezando a cabrear. Pues mira, sí que era aquí. No.
This is like a jigsaw puzzle.
Mando ya me está haciendo mucho caso precisamente. Madre que te parió, mando cabrón.
All of the bone fragments have been properly placed. Now, please use the...
That does it. Let's close them
Ya
up.
está. Joder.
Now suture it in the same manner as the laceration.
Bien,
Okay, we need to use the antibiotic gel to stop the bleeding.
The bleeding stopped.
Apply the bandage from one end of the sutured incision. Good work, everyone.
Me da alguna fe asquerosa, lo estoy viendo.
Good work, Doctor. Now, I don't know how you can remain. I'll transfer the patient to room 3.
He'll need to remain here for about 5 days. Should I send a bill for a guided tour of Montgomery Memorial to his travel agent?
Good idea, but don't serve him anything fancy. We don't want him getting too comfortable.
I see that the operation went
Hola.
well.
Alborota.
It did. So when are they going to give it? We are making Alaska safe for tourists, after all.
I'll take it from here. That is, if you don't mind stepping.
No, not at all. Just let me know if anything. I'll be at Lucky's, enjoying some grilled
Okay.
salmon.
Well, I don't let my stomach call the shots, so...
That's quite all right, Dr. Blake. There's nothing more we can do.
Pues muy bien. Vamos a hacer con él. Ah, vale. Vamos para pelear. Bueno, pues aquí lo dejamos. Ya en el siguiente vídeo haremos el T3, el tutorial 3. Y el 1-2. Hasta ahora. Hi, hi.